Have you ever seen two celebrities argue so much that one just walks away? Well, that is exactly what happened when Mark Wahlberg stormed off Drew Barrymore's show after a serious disagreement. If you want to know what caused the fight, what they said, and how it all ended, stay with me because I have got the full story for you. Mark Wahlberg was invited to be a guest on Drew Barrymore's talk show. You know how talk shows usually work: the host asks questions, the guest answers, and everyone has a good time. But this time, things did not go as planned. The conversation quickly turned tense. Mark and Drew started to disagree on something, and the disagreement grew bigger and bigger. Instead of just talking it out, Mark got really upset and suddenly left the show before it ended. Can you imagine watching a show and suddenly seeing the guest just walk off? That is exactly what happened. Before we get into the argument, let us quickly talk about who these two are. Mark Wahlberg is a famous actor and producer. He has been in tons of movies like Transformers and The Fighter. People know him for being tough but also for his sense of humor. He has been in the entertainment business for many years and has a strong personality. Drew Barrymore is an actress and a television host. She comes from a famous family of actors and started acting when she was very young. Now, she hosts her own talk show where she talks to celebrities and other interesting people. Both of them are popular and successful, so it is surprising when two well-known people like this end up in a fight on live television. So, why did Mark Wahlberg storm off Drew Barrymore's show? The argument started when Drew asked Mark about a topic that was a bit sensitive to him. Mark has been very open about his past, including some mistakes he made when he was younger. Drew tried to bring this up during the interview. But instead of talking calmly, Mark felt like Drew was pushing too hard or maybe even judging him. That made Mark uncomfortable. Mark did not like the way the conversation was going, and things got heated. He tried to explain his side, but Drew kept asking questions that made him more upset. At one point, Mark said he did not want to talk about it anymore, but Drew kept pressing on. After a few tense minutes, Mark just stood up and said, "I am done," and left the stage. The cameras kept rolling, and the audience was shocked. Drew was left sitting there, looking surprised and maybe a little confused. The show had to quickly switch to a commercial break while everyone tried to figure out what happened. It was clear that this was a serious disagreement, not just a small argument. After the show, people all over social media started talking about what happened. Some fans supported Mark and said he had every right to leave if he felt uncomfortable. Others thought Drew was just doing her job as a host by asking tough questions. Even other celebrities joined the conversation. Some said it is important to listen carefully and respect each other, especially during interviews. Others reminded everyone that being a guest on a show means you might have to answer hard questions sometimes. Even though it was a shocking moment, there are some lessons we can take away from this incident. First, it is okay to set boundaries. Mark showed that if you do not want to talk about something, it is okay to say no. Everyone has topics they do not feel comfortable discussing, and it is important to respect that. Second, communication matters. Sometimes when people get upset, it is better to take a deep breath and explain how you feel calmly instead of getting angry. Third, respect each other. Whether you are a host or a guest, showing respect during a conversation is key. Even if you disagree, you can still be polite and understanding. After the episode, both Mark and Drew talked about the incident in their own way. Mark posted a message online saying he did not mean to be rude but just did not want to discuss certain things. Drew also said she respects Mark and hopes they can work together again in the future. It looks like both of them want to move past the argument. Maybe next time, they will have a better conversation. So, what do you think? Was Mark right to walk off the show, or should he have stayed and talked it out? Or was Drew just doing her job as a host? Arguments happen to everyone, even celebrities. What matters most is how people handle disagreements afterward. Thank you for watching and hearing this story. If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to click the like button and subscribe for more interesting stories about your favorite stars. And hey, if you have ever had a big disagreement with a friend or family member, tell me about it in the comments. How did you solve it? I would love to hear your story.